Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Stream FTL Captain's Edition. My name is Burning Earth Chris, and I'm slightly drunk tonight, so just letting you all know about that right now. Just making sure that everything's good, so thanks for tuning in. Hope to get everything started relatively soon. Give me a few moments and I will get everything in working order and we can get going. Alright, just making sure that everything's working here. 2. Looks good. If any of you guys can't hear me, please let me know. I'm gonna turn up my volume a little bit. Yeah, let me do that right now. Just a little. Looks like I'm barely registering here. How's this? Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test. Test. Okay, that looks good. Alrighty. Okay, so you guys might notice that I have something a little different going on tonight here. I have a new stream interface too, so that's pretty cool. Set up to thank our patrons and to consider becoming one at Burning Earth VFX. So, alright, let's get into this game, shall we? I'm gonna go with the Federation Cruiser. No, you know what? I'm gonna take the NG Cruiser out for this run. NG Medibot Dispersal requires powered medbay. Heal the crew outside medbay at a reduced speed. Pharmaceuticals, a shipment of extremely effective medicine produced in NG space. Okay, this is a trade good. For those of you who don't know, hold on a second, let me take down my audio just a touch. There we go. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, in the FTL Captain's Edition, you can actually trade stuff like this for, scrap and resources. So, that's neat. Let me double check my microphone settings real quick. Just set it to... I think that should be fine. Alright, so if any of you guys can't hear me, please let me know in the chat box. I will do my best to adjust those levels accordingly. Leave the sound control panel open before we get into this. So, alright, so what do we got here? We got 2 NG crew members and a human. Interesting, okay. And our weapons include an ion cannon and a whole Ripper drone, Mark 1. Fascinating. Powerful drone that continually attacks the enemy ship and deals double damage if it hits systems. Oh, wow, that's good. Okay. It's gonna be interesting having the drones do all the work for me, but I'm excited. Let's get into this. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next, but get to the exit before the pursuing Rebel fleet can catch up. So, burst missile launchers. Some missile launchers fire multiple weak projectiles. These weapons are perfect to take out critical systems on fast-moving, well-shielded enemies. Alright, good to know. You prepare the ship for the FTL jump. I can socialize with my crew, consider some upgrades, or continue. I'm gonna socialize with my crew. I'll talk with my NG crew member. Surprisingly, the NG actually has hobbies. It constructed a perfectly usable drone template in its free time and asks you to try it out. Oh wow, so I got a drone part for that. Alright. Okay, let's get into this. There's a single ship at this beacon. They hail you. We could really use some help. Our FTL navigation system is shot. Can you help us get into a nearby station where they can patch us up? Alright. Great. Take this bit of fuel as a down payment. We'll be one step behind you following your jump signature. Don't want to take any risks now, do we? Added a quest marker to our map. Alright, let's go. Quest is down there. Okay. I think we can make a couple jumps before we... No, maybe we can't. Alright, let's This beacon has been placed too close to a supergiant Class M star. The ship will gradually overheat until you get out of here, or die. A pirate apparently oblivious to the danger of the sun moves in to engage. I could continue, or I can offer surrender. I'm gonna see if I can take this guy out. I think if I remember correctly, if I correctly, I could use the ion weapon to damage his shield and stun them temporarily. Let's see if I can do that. Not good at this. Alright. Alright, you win. Here's some equipment from our stores. Leave us alone. Do I really want to accept that? Nah. Nah, fam. Okay, so we got some fires going on here. Oh. Nice, and down he goes. The treachery and thievery of this crew are over if their ship explodes. The spoils of their career are yours for the taking. So 2 fuel, 1 missile, and 24 scrap. All in a day's work. Oh, we can't go that way. Okay, good. Okay. Go to this section then. Oh, good, another pulsar. Sensors go wild as a nearby pulsar is detected. While you are attempting to recalibrate the FTL drive, a pirate system on your ship is charging. Prepare for the fight. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, he's got a happy jump too, and he got my pilot system. Perfect. That's exactly why Alright, well. I guess I better deal with you. You son of a gun! You destroyed my drone! They've stopped. Achievement unlocked. I was actually watching the battle of the Admiral before I started playing this. One last explosion marks their fate as their ship is torn apart. So 3 fuel, 2 missiles, and 19 scrap. Nice. Go, 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 go. This beacon lies in close proximity to what looks like a small Federation station, but IDs as a Rebel forward base. It appears to have been taken over by the Rebel fleet and verifies this by logging Rebel direction. Oh, perfect. Naturally, of course, we have to deal with the happy control, of course. I mean, why wouldn't They offered to give you some of their goods if you don't destroy their station. So 3 fuel, 4 missiles, 25 scrap, and a Hermes missile launcher. That's a good deal. I'm gonna take that. You open the airlocks and take the reparation supplies aboard. Your opponent is glad to still be alive. I could honor my truce and leave, or open fire on my defeated opponent. I'm gonna honor my truce and get out of here. He gave me a pretty good deal. I'll let him go for Let's move on. Uh-oh. You jump into a sector of the nebula beset by a plasma storm. An automated rebel scout stationed at the beacon moves into attack. Prepare to fight. You engage the ship. Ah, perfect. flying blind with an arm and a leg tied behind her back. Shoot. This does not look good. I'm gonna actually see if I can power my engines and get out of here. If I don't have enough power in my reactor, I can conceivably take this guy. Okay, already not doing very well here. But it looks like he expended his last missile, so that's something. Alright, we're good. There's the distress signal. She hasn't snapped it, so I wonder what this will be about. A distress beacon is coming from a small civilian station. They've been raided repeatedly by ships coming from a nearby pirate stronghold and actually hope for the rebels to come and save them. Well, maybe the Federation is still good for something. Will you help us? I could offer to lead the charge against the pirate hideout that has been located in a nearby asteroid belt. Offer to stay a while and help repel the next attack, or explain that it's none of my business. I wouldn't say that I'm combat worthy right now, so I'm gonna have to reject them. Sorry, guys. Thought so. Well, maybe the rebels will be more helpful. For now, we will manage on our own. Take care on your journey. Be prepared to jump on. There we go. Okay, my weapons are back up at full power, so... Okay. Alrighty. Let's get to this quest. I do love those backdrops, oh my god. Sorry. You arrive and the ship you were escorting jumps in behind you. Thanks for the help. We work at a nearby fusion power plant. We can try to improve your reactor's output as a form of compensation. So they upgraded the reactor for us. That's pretty nice though. Okay, I think I'll upgrade my shield a little bit. There we go. That'll give us an extra bit of defense against the enemy. Do I want to jump in the nebula? No, I don't think so. You've arrived at the long-range relay. When the FTL drive is in charge, you can jump to the next sector. The smoking remains of a Federation squadron is limping towards this beacon. The ships all show heavy damage. Some are losing oxygen through hull breaches, others can only power impulse room. Could ask for help. Interesting. They say they have nothing to spare. Unfortunately, your mission codes are not known to the squadron. We'll part ways with the formal attention mission. Too bad we couldn't get some help from those guys, but that's okay. I could go to the lower Mercus smog clouds or Kazah Pole. Contaminated. Oh, so either way, I'm going into some hazards here. Well, I guess I better take this road, huh? Let's go. You managed to escape the rebels and flee the sector. If you spend additional fuel during the long-range jump, you might even get ahead of the fleet in the next one. All travel at standard FTL speed to the next sector. The ship travels at peak speed towards the next sector. The journey gives you some time off the chair. You withdraw to your quarters and read through some crew reports. You've heard stories about cross-species diseases in certain parts of the galaxy, and you're afraid you may have arrived in such an area. Having little choice, you charge up the engines. The rebels are still on your tail, though are likely to proceed more cautiously. Fleet delayed by 2 jumps. Nice. Okay. I could socialize with my crew or consider some upgrades. I'm gonna socialize with my crew. Take a walk around the ship and see who you can find. I'll talk with my humanoid crew member, see if they have anything to say. Your humanoid crew member explains that this sector houses 2 billion unique species of all kinds of non-sentient beings. Interesting. It's technobabble. That's okay though, I like technobabble. Let's see. Where do I want to go? Maybe I'll go this way. A Federation encrypted signal is being broadcast from a nearby planet. Send an away party, or it could be a trap. I'm gonna send an away party and investigate this. You find a secret Federation outpost. They are regrettably out of supplies, but are eager to tell you of another secret base. They give you the coordinates. Oh, right. I got 2 distress signals here. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny. I'm going this way. The distress call originates from this densely populated planet. The infection is ravaging its cities and public order has broken down. Everyone wants to get off-world. The stations in orbit are full of people hoping to hitch a ride. I could offer to transport some of the refugees to the next beacon or don't answer their hails and move on. That sounds kind of cold-hearted to be honest, but I'm not sure if I should. I guess I'll take the high road and try this. Offer to transport some of the refugees over. A human medic officer has met your command and coordinate the evacuation. They scan the pupils of every passenger with a handheld device. All seem healthy, but then they scanner beeps at one of the refugees. Kyra is now an enemy. Ah, crap. The person agrees to leave the ship, but suddenly starts to scream and jumps at one of your crew members, clawing at his face. Captain, we should leave. The doctor draws a blaster. Your crewman is beyond saving. You order the bay doors closed. The crewman rises in a frenzy. But I do have an extra crewman here, so let's take care of this quickly. Well, that sucked. I guess I'll put you on, engines. Kane. I'll go this way. Let's go. A pawnbroker has set up shop at this obscure beacon. He might offer something worth looking at. I could trade 2 missiles for 2 drone parts. You know what? Alright, I'll do that, because the NG ship does require more drone usage, so why not? Lots of distress signals in this sector, but I guess that's the, that's why it's a quarantine zone. Alright, I'll go to this one. The source of the distress call is a minor planetary settlement. A small outbreak has occurred and the locals are hoping for help from outside the system in order to contain the infection. The quarantine fleet seems to be busy elsewhere, none of their ships are around. I could use the NG Medipod dispersal to disperse some decontamination nanobots. Let's do this. It is still unclear how the disease spreads, but according to the computer, chances are good that this will have helped. The settlement offers some supplies as thanks, so 3 fuel, 2 missiles, and 31 scrap. Not a bad deal. Alright, let's go visit this quest. Holy shit, what is that? You arrive in the sector to see a small outpost being bombarded by a fully automated cruiser. This must be the Federation base here. Aw, son of a gun. I do not have the power to take this guy on. What? Wait, maybe I do. I have a missile weapon here. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. You arrive in the sector and are greeted by a scientist awaiting by the beacon. They hail you. We find ourselves low on fuel and have a proposition. So I can accept their offer or reject it and seize their supplies by force. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna have to reject your offer, dude. I'm sorry. Alright, let's see what I can do to fix up my ship. Am I gonna be able to bounce back from this? Holy crap. Worst comes to worst, I could just do another session. Okay, hi out there, Flim Flam Devious. I don't know what the hell you're posting, but okay. Alright, let's return to stations here. Oh, well, thank you. Okay, let's, I think I'll go to this beacon and see what's what. I do need to get to the store so we can repair this ship. Holy crap, I'm taking a lot of damage. You arrived near a small fleet of civilian NG ships. A simple description and translation of their comm frequency tells you that they are having a frantic discussion about something obviously troubling them. Oh, well, thank you, Flim Flam. I appreciate that quite a bit. Thank you. The more the merrier. So, message them and ask if I can help, ignore it and move on. I'm gonna have my NG crew member contact these guys. Your crew member syncs with the comm unit to communicate with them directly. You offer your help in a summary of the ship's mission. They respond, our goals have analogous elements, however not all available for disclosure. Discretion necessary. Offer my help. Secret technology stolen by Mantis. Implicit connection to rebels. Implicit. Track Mantis to hidden rebel base, uploading coordinates.
New follower detected.
Alright. Thanks for following, Flim Flam. Really appreciate you, dude. Added a quest marker to the map. However, track second ship to different base. Would calculate probability but data insufficient. Cannot risk obvious rebel NG conflict. Also need time to acquire military ships. Assist in finding technology. Add quest marker to the next sector. Agree. Okay. I have no idea if I'm going to survive this or not. But let's see where this goes, I guess. You arrive at one of the rebel bases by the NG told you about. It appears abandoned except for one scout ship. Perhaps you can extract information from them. As soon as they see you, they power up their engines and jump away. Stop. I'm planning on it. Thanks, dude. I really hope so, too. I'm hoping that I can stream a little bit more often in the coming days, so. Alrighty. How do I handle you? I think I'll take out your shields with the ion gun. They have some pretty nasty weapons, too. Oof, crap, that takes a hit. Alright, get in there. Why am I missing so much? Yep, they're getting away. Crap. With the ship gone, you search for the abandoned base for any signs of their destination, but find none. Ah. Well, alright, I guess we better move on, Provided we can get to the next sector in one piece. Jesus Christ. Alright, next sector. Federation Sector C21, or Radiation Zone at 83.81. I don't like the thought of going into a radiation zone, because look at how badly damaged I am. I'm gonna go to Federation Sector C21. You escape the fleet into hyperspace. This is not looking good. Travel at minimum FTL speed for the next sector using only emergency fuel. Not only does traveling on emergency fuel give the rebels a chance to catch up, it also makes the journey quite boring. Crew morale is at a low point. Fleet pursuit double for 2 jumps. You arrive in a sector that is technically still under Federation control. Because the monumental rebel fleet is approaching the Federation main base, local forces will have to retreat soon, or fight their last battles. Okay, this time I'm going to consider some upgrades to my custom ship equipment. You order a crew meeting and gather opinions on how to improve the performance of the ship. Some good ideas come up, but whatever you do, refitting the ship like this will most likely be time-consuming. I don't have any scrap for any of that, so I'll just socialize a little bit. Let me converse with my NG crew member. The NG crew member claims that it feels by your standard indifferent towards the Magnus as well as the rebels. Logic alone suggests peaceful coexistence as most favorable strategy for post-FTL civilizations. Mantis and rebel logic flawed. Quest beacon. Oh god. Either a quest, a stress beacon, or an empty beacon that I'm not about to take a chance with. I'm gonna go with the quest beacon. Here we go. It's a new looking ship, huh? You arrive at one of the rebel bases that the engine told you about. It appears abandoned except for one scout ship, perhaps to extract information. As soon as they see you, they power up their engines and jump away. Oh, they got a cloaking shield too. That's not fair. You know what? My Hermes missile launcher charges up a bit faster than my ion weapons, so I'm gonna use it to disable their piloting system if I can. Oh, that took out their... They don't have shields. Oh, that's good. Stop, I don't want to die here. Demand information on the stolen technology. Oh, so that's what you're after. Too bad, you followed the wrong ship. The envoy that passed through here was a fake trick fools like you. Now let us go. You know what? Screw you, dude. More of an attack. No, wait. You cut the transmission and continue the assault. You take what you can from the debris. Good, I needed some fuel. 2 missiles and 34 scrap. That's pretty good, too. Oh, thank God there's a store here. I needed that. You discover a resupply station that is still operational. A Federation scout squadron is refueled and a few traders have gathered here. A doctor approaches you. Do you have medical supplies? Look around you. We need this stuff badly here. Sell pharmaceuticals for 90 scrap. Oh my god, that's perfect. Negotiations are interrupted when the station takes a hit. Lights flicker and everyone screams. Some fighters must have broken through the lines. Better deliver the cargo to the shop and get out of here quick. 108 scrap. Wow, holy crap. That's perfect, because I can fix up my ship. Get some fuel. Okay, now what do I want to do next? Wow, that's good. Okay, I can get cloaking, an artillery weapon, or mind control. I'm gonna get mind control, I think. And then use whatever's left to get the fuel and maybe some extra drone parts as well. Okay, that's about it. Can I sell my Hermes? How much is that? Okay, 25 scrap. Nah, that's okay. Let's move forward. The captain of the ship claims he can provide services as long as you got the scrap. I have no need of your service. You want to go home and rethink your life. Let's move forward. Oh crap, there's a battle going on here. Two fleets are volleying shots at each other. Luckily, no one seems interested in your ship. You're prepared to make another jump. Oh god, okay. Who do I want to mind control? I think I'll mind control my pilot, this enemy pilot here. See if I can disable their shields. Nice. Actually, hold your fire. Oh, he's down. Alright. There's no time to salvage all the wreck. The fleet is still nearby. Get ready to jump. 20 scrap. Okay. Let's go over here. By the time you notice the rebel ship behind the beacon, it's too late to avoid a fight. Let's continue. Sorry, folks. A little parched. Okay. Right. Play drone. You son of a gun! You destroyed my drone! You sunk my battleship! I got mind control. Why am I not using it? Oh, I stunned all of them and I set fire to their ship. That's awesome. Nice. This looks good. This looks good. Alright, I'm gonna disable my drone real quick. You have made your point, we are beaten. Take these and give us to our shape. 4 fuel, 3 missiles, and 16 scrap. That's a decent amount of fuel. You know what? I think I'll take it. You open the airlocks and take the reparation supplies aboard. Your opponent is glad to still be alive. I'm sure you are. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna do maybe 2 more jumps before we... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Another battle going on here. The single rebel cruiser identifying as RS stopped the game and take a break. It's pounding the colonies on the small planet while the main fleet battles a few clicks away. You receive a distorted hail from the surface. You are the only friendly ship in range. They are going to murder us all. Please help us. Ooh, okay. Well, I guess we don't really have much choice but to either help him or leave. I'm gonna say let's help him out if we can. I'm not sure what we can do against that. Oh, you son of a gun. My control system is out. How's my piloting system? Okay, I do have a bit of evasion. So, see if I can get that fixed up. Oh god. Okay, this is bad. Okay, let me mind control. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catcher, Liza. I'm gonna take you. Ah, crap. He's got a huge amount of firepower coming at me. Ooh! Okay, let's see if we can get out of here. And then we can really do it this time. I don't think we're gonna be able to make it out of this one, folks. Oof. Jesus. Okay. Well, that didn't last very long now, did it? One last explosion marks your fate as your ship is torn apart. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do another round of this game while on screen. I think this time I'll go with the, Do I have any other layouts for this ship? I don't think so. I'll go with the Federation cruiser this time around. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet, blah 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 blah. Exotic ships. Some enemy ships are specialized in unique ways and might be equipped with distinct armaments or equipment. Try to discover the capabilities and weaknesses to deal with them efficiently. You can always flee from an encounter if you are not sure what you are dealing with. You prepare the ship for the FTL jump. I'm gonna have my crew trained in their skills a little bit. You browse through the various combat sims the training program has to offer. Simulate ship-to-ship combat against a fleeing craft to train my weapon crew. An aggressive hostile to evaluate navigation. Predefined amount of AI borders to train your crew. Close combat. Simulate heavy damage ship systems to train your crew repair skills. You know what? I'll try that out. Distant fights can cause randomized malfunction by reconfiguring and overloading ship systems. This will realistically simulate a scenario in which the ship has suffered considerable weapon damage without compromising its structural integrity. Warning, system damage might put your ship and crew in real danger. Continue? Alright, tell member crew to stand by and start the simulation. Affirmative, commencing real-life damage simulation. Holy crap, okay, so I have my shield disabled, my oxygen is out, oh my god, and my weapons are out. Welcome to Maintenance Scenario 180, Unknown Encounter in the Purgatory System. You command a deep space recon mission in the far-out Purgatory System. A ship of unknown design appeared on your radar and opened fire without warning. Your shields prove ineffective against the hostile, but the craft eventually retreats with no apparent reason. Your task is to deal with the aftermath. Okay? Let me see if I can get these two guys to fix up my oxygen right away. Now I'll help my rock man out with the shields. Nice. Nowhere to go but forward. A small broadcasting a repeating message on a wideband frequency. All non-Mantis ships that enter our territory are forfeit. Lower your shields and surrender if you value your lives. Ooh, you got some pretty scary looking stuff there too, my dude. Ooh, your ship is built for boarding because you have a clone bay and you've got teleporter there too, so... Now, I'm gonna take you on. I'm feeling a little daring here tonight. Easier than I thought it would be. The metalwork of the Mantis ship is engulfed in a bright explosion, bringing their attack to a conclusion. You collect what remains of their ship and move on. So 3 fuel, 1 drone, 16 scrap. Nice. I must admit, I kind of like boarding the enemy ships and removing their crew more than destroying them, because that way I get even more rewards for my risks. But okay, let's move forward. We jump into a nebula sector, but do I really want to risk that? You know what? Okay, I'll give it a shot, I guess. The rebels must have anticipated we would try to lose them within the nebula. Not only a defender was waiting for you at the beacon. Of course it was. Oh, and he's got mind control too. Perfect. Alright, let's do what we can. Oh, he can't use mind control because the sensors don't work. He doesn't even have a sensor system. Okay, good to know. Avoiding destruction has been estimated as favorable in comparison to continuing this engagement. This unit offers to surrender and let you continue on your way. Honorably accept the surrender of the AI, or a trusted computer, continue the engagement and send it to Silicon Hell. I'm gonna say... honorably accept the surrender and see what happens. Although I am not completely capable of grasping the full complexity of diplomatic negotiations with organics, I still understand that a return service for sparing this unit is appropriate to ensure your compliance with our crews. The station transmits its nav overview of the sector. Your map has been updated. Wow, okay. I'll honor my truce and leave. I'm an honorable guy. Mostly. Okay, could go this way if I wanted to. Unvisited, possible ship detected. The nebula here will make the pursuit slower. It's over here. Pulsar, okay. Gotta avoid that. Alright, I'll go to the distress beacon and see what's going on. You locate the source of the distress call, a nearby human mining colony. A simple but unknown disease has spread virulently among the workers. They are trying to set up a quarantine to mitigate the spread of the disease, but lack any enforcement and a riot seems likely. I can send my rock crew member to prevent a riot or send my NG crew to calm down the infected. I'm gonna send my rock crewman. It's unlikely the rock's impressive immune system is susceptible to the human virus, so you send it in. It is able to intimidate the workers long enough for the colony forces to set up a quarantine. Their leaders offer a reward and assure you they will try to find a cure as soon as possible. So 4 missiles, 1 drone, and 11 scrap. I was expecting a little more than that, to be honest, but I'll take what I can get. Beggars can't be choosers in this game, so maybe I'll update my piloting system for now. Myself a bit of engine boost. Alright. What's over here? An advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. Sensors indicate it's a storage vessel for military goods. Let's see if I can provoke this thing to looking at the storage trench. Your crew reports moving in from below. Your shots pierce through the enemy craft, still impaled with molten metal into open space. The enemy ship is taking heavy damage. I haven't even hit it yet. What are you talking about, game? Definitely gotta disable that cloaking field first. Salvage what you can from the broken ship. Investigate the station. The station is a storage site for military-grade weapons. You find one that can be easily attached to the ship. The 13 scrap and a light scatter laser. I've never used the light scatter laser, so I'm interested to see what this does. Shots per charge 1, normal damage 0, shield piercing 1, possible effect reach and stun. Interesting. Okay, I'll have to give that a whirl. Let me repair my ship first. There is only one other ship at this beacon and it is showing heavy damage. You receive a message on your console. Greetings, traveler. We were crippled by a band of pirates and are now forced to sell our remaining cargo and valuable equipment to acquire the necessary supplies to get home. Let's just check the available ship equipment. Fix up what we can. Frig mine launcher. Drops a mine that slowly homes in on the enemy ship and detonates in close proximity, only damages hull. Small bomb. I remember using the small bomb. Pretty effective weapon at, taking out crewmen. Anti-bio beam, that's supposed to be really good against crewmen as well. But I don't have the scrap for that though, so. Advanced cloaking field, repair arm. Repairs your hull every time you collect scrap and reduces scrap collected by 10%. I wish I had the scrap for that. I could sell my burst laser if I wanted to, but then I'd be practically unarmed. Decisions. No, I don't think I'll do that. Yeah, let's just fix up our hull. Unless we get like 50 scrap. An abandoned space station circles a lonely planet. A quick check yields schematics for a drone. You bring it aboard the ship. So 11 scrap and a boosterless boarding drone. Nice. Okay. You jump into an unremarkable system, no life signs detected within scanning range. Go through life with your crew, consider some upgrades, or have my crew train. I'll have my crew train a little bit. You know what, let me simulate ship-to-ship combat against a fleeing ship. Welcome to Combat Scenario 150B, Escalation of the Villain in a Billion Armies. Although hallucinogen smugglers were open fire with great space stations were faithfully able to scan the cargo. 3 ships have been lost. Upon your arrival, the smugglers realized that you can easily outgun them and take flight. Use of legal force is authorized. The screen shows a virtual opponent accelerating card. You order a pursuit course to prepare the weapon. It's time for some target practice. Alright, okay, so I have to just disable this ship. For an outside observer, this must look quite strange. I can imagine so. Oh, there goes my artillery gun. You successfully completed the attack training session and eliminated the hostile before it got away. The combat simulator will now evaluate your crew's performance. Your crew scored average results in this scenario. Your team is combat ready and fit for frontline service. That's nice. I would hope so. There's another store over here. Okay, good to know. You detect a rebel automated ship nearby. It is not engaged and seems to be patrolling around a long-range sensor station. I'm gonna attack the automated ship and to get to the sensor station records. No turning back. Oh, he's got a mind control device. Crap. Oh, and he got my rock crewman too, so... Well, let's do what we can. You access the recent scan through the unguarded station. Your map has been updated with details of the surrounding area. And I got a decent amount of scrap for that too, so that's kind of nice. Let's fix things up before we move forward. I gotta caffeinate real quick. This space station here is a traveling merchant who shows you his wares. Yeah, let me get rid of this. Let me see what he's got first here. Light FM fire missile drone. Slow drone that starts fires inside the alien ship with hole-piercing micro missiles. Injures crew but does not deal hull damage. Fascinating. Okay. What about this one? Heavy anti-ship drone. Slow drone that can cause a lot of damage with heavy lasers. I think I'll fix up my ship. This light scatter laser, I'm not sure that's doing much for me. I'll keep it for now. Alright, let's move forward. You've arrived at the long-range relay. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. You jump into a sector filled with civilian activity. You scan the various advertisement channels while waiting for your FTL to charge and are intrigued by a gray market shipwright. 8 fuel for 2 drone parts? Yeah. Sure, I'll take that. Holy crap, that's a great trade-off. Looks like this map is filled almost entirely with neutral sectors and friendly sectors. Biohazard. Here's a radiation zone. I'm gonna go for the biohazard. You escape the fleet into hyperspace. I'll use my standard fuel this time around. We doubt that the fleet will jump faster than the standard speed and leave it at that. You've arrived in a region of space that is facing a full-blown humanitarian crisis. Reports on the current situation are contradictory at best. The only thing you know for sure is that this quarantine fleet struggles to keep the sector under lockdown and that the rebels will have trouble getting through the quarantine blockades. So this is... yeah, that's right, this helps delay the fleet. How do I want to deal with this? Let me see. I'll socialize with my crew this time around. And speak with my human crew, NG crew, Mantis crew, or Rock crew. I'm gonna speak with my Mantis crew. The Mantis claims it has killed several dozens of humans before joining the Federation. It wants to know how this makes you feel. It makes me feel a little unsettled, thank you for asking. Alright, let's move forward. A strange vessel approaches. A digital message appears on your view screen. This is an automated merchant. Refill this vessel with fuel and it will supply you with drones. 2 fuel for 1 drone? No thanks. I'll reject the offer. Let's go this way. You receive a wideband message. Read schematic samples. Be sure to visit our new military-grade drone store opening in Sector XR-145. So I got 13 scrap and a drone destroyer turret. Interesting. I wish I had a drone control system, but I don't, unfortunately. Let's check out this next distress beacon. A civilian ship lingers at this beacon and hails. Wow, not many cruisers left in this sector. I sure would like to get out here, too. Could I hitch a ride in exchange for serving on board? Don't worry, I'm perfectly healthy. Ooh, risky, risky. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to decline the offer. Can't risk it, my dude. What's over here? You find a rebel combat ship that has been reassigned as an emergency supply vessel. The local civilians are apparently in need of help and rebels are rising to the occasion. I can attack the rebels, I can wait and steal the supplies from the civilians, or I can leave them be. I'm gonna attack the rebels. Your crew reports, all defensive assets are ready, Captain. What do I want to hit first? I think I'll hit your weapons first. There we go. Ooh, I caused a breach in their piloting system. That's gonna keep them busy for a little while. Next, I'll target their clone building. Another breach in their piloting system. With the rebel ship destroyed, you take the time to collect what little scrap remains. You find the large supply containers among the debris, obviously meant for the local civilian. Now I'm gonna leave the civilian supplies. Before your FTL dry charges, you receive a hail. My son was on that ship. He only helped the rebels because they cared enough to help us. Without him, defining supplies will likely be forgotten and die out here. Oh. Sorry. I don't know what else to say to that. A small civilian station has suffered a minor outbreak and activated its distress signal, but the quarantine fleet got here first. The decontamination ships are docked and busy with processing the locals. No one takes notice of you. Let me socialize with my crew. I'll, converse with my rock crew member. The Rockman admits it is sometimes longing for the dusty air of its home world. The being usually smashes something to get rid of the feeling. Good to know. Alright, there's a store over here. Let me see if I can jump a couple more times before going. You find a rebel automated scout floating near this beacon. Despite its pristine condition, it appears to be deactivated. I could download the ship's data stores, or don't risk activating it and just strip the ship for any useful crap. I'm gonna try to download the ship's data store. You are able to pull all the ship's data about this sector. Your map has been updated. So I got 1 missile, 1 drone, and 16 scrap for that too. That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, let's go here next. The distress beacon is coming from a civilian ship. It appears it is being chased by a pirate. Let me aid the civilian ship. Power up your weapons and engage the pirate ship. They don't look like too much of a threat. I say that nowadays and I have a whole bunch of crap and raggedy weapons. Nice. Ooh, he did get a couple good shots on me there. The pirate ship breaks apart. You hasten to contact the civilian ship. 1 missile, 1 drone, 29 scrap. Nice. This sector has become increasingly dangerous for friends of the Federation. I think my crew can patch up some of your hull damages, thanks. So 4 hull points repaired. Very cool. Okay, alright, let's jump to the store. You pick up radio signals of a shelter on a nearby planet offering help and medication for the diseased. Among the chatter, you discern the advertisements of a stranded entrepreneur looking to trade. Got 104 scrap. I could sell this drone destroyer to her because I don't really need it. I don't think. I don't have access to a drone system, so. Beacon access kit. What's this? Can be used to cover your tracks and delay the pursuing rebel fleet. Requires an empty beacon. Okay, interesting. Zoltan shield bypass allows crew and bomb teleportation and mind control to work through super shields. Fascinating. I think I will get rid of my destroyer. Or, drone there. And, let's see. I think I'll go with mind control. And just leave it at that for now. I do need to upgrade my ship itself. Let's go. You arrive at a Zoltan research facility. They say they are researching genetic distortion due to stasis sleep and prolonged FTL travel. They ask if your crew has the time to undergo a few scans. Alright, I'll participate. Your crew calmly lines up for the Zoltan to take their readings. After a short time, the process is done. They contact you. Thank you for your participation in our study. Please accept these small cakes made from sip dough, as well as some scrap. Nice, okay. Let's help some people out. I think I have enough time to do 2 more jumps before I get to the exit. Sorry, folks, I have to caffeinate a little bit. A distress call comes from a major orbital settlement near the 3rd planet of the system. You've taken too many people on board and their life support will soon be unable to produce enough oxygen for everyone. Let me see if I can transport some of the refugees, I guess. You dock and soon your main hold is flooded with refugees. The ship has already reached its maximum hold capacity, so you take off quickly. A representative of your passengers is sent to thank you personally. She also hands over a small amount of scrap that was collected to compensate you. Nice, okay. Well, I actually got something from that time. Alright, next distress beacon. Here we go. Panic has broken out on an orbital settlement at the far side of the system. The station commander who activated the distress signal hails you, but the station's inhabitants are already trying to teleport aboard your ship without your consent. Oh, perfect. The civilians immediately surrender after being on board. Some of them drop makeshift melee weapons. Many have bloodstains on their clothes. You put them under guard and soon one of the group turns and attacks the others, then they all go berserk. Means they cannot escape the virus after all. Intruders on board! Oh, good. What have I got here? It looks like an NG and a Zoltan? Alright, I'm gonna have my pilot at the doors, and I'll have everybody else in the med bay. Ah, crap, he's chasing me into the doors section. Let me bring my Mantis crew member in to help out a little bit. Oh, that was easy. Ish. Okay. Make sure that everybody's healed up before I proceed any further. Alright, let's move. I don't have enough scrap to upgrade my reactor yet. That's okay though, we'll get there. You've arrived at the long-range relay. When the FTL drive is charged, you can turn to the next sector. Scanners are showing intelligent life forms on a nearby planet. No match for them can be found in the database. I'll investigate. You land a small shuttle in an enormous field whose only occupants are small, brightly colored, six-legged, horse-like animals. Could they be what your scans picked up? Hey, Phantom, good to have you aboard. So let's see. I'll try to communicate peacefully. None of your attempts to communicate seem to work. They just stare at you silently. As you prepare to leave, one of them creatures centers forward and forcefully nudges you away from the ship. He seems to want you to follow him. Eventually, they guide you to an NG ship's crash site. Inside, you were able to find and reactivate an NG. Alright! So, 2 fuel, 1 drone, 18 scrap, and a new crewman. Welcome aboard, Inara. And Phantom, by the way, I am playing the Captain's Edition. This is a mod for FTL, so this makes the game even more fun. And by fun, I mean more difficult. But okay. That should do it. Alright, next sector. The Galactic Meadow? Or Industrial Zone 174B3. I'm gonna go to the Galactic Meadow. You are en route towards another sector. Engineering asks for orders regarding fuel usage during the travel. I'll use the standard engines. Your ship remains on stable course and heads directly for the next sector. After a while, you register signs to the Rebel fleet far away in hyperspace. They move about the same speed as you. The Zoltan patrols their borders, but let you pass when you ID as Federation. Let's hope they won't be so courteous to the rebels. I could have my crew train a little bit, but nah, that's okay. Let me socialize with my crew a little bit. Let me have a word with my humanoid crew member. Nothing interesting to say. Figures. Okay, yeah, there's a story behind the fuel. A Mantis crew here has hunkered down in the abdomen of a long-dead space whale. The only way, presumably, for them to operate their black market trade without detection. Worth a look? I'd say so. The Zoltan inform you that they have a cargo teleporter on standby. Even with the current conflict at hand, their sectors remain as trade-friendly as ever. Zoltan legal codex? What is this? I guess I could buy the Zoltan legal codex. It is pretty cheap. You write a scrap transfer order. Processing it takes a while, but loading the cargo becomes an easy task with a heavy-duty teleporter. You check the ship's equipment catalog. Alright. Excuse me. Let me buy all the fuel that I can. And that pretty much made me break even, but that's okay. I can get more scrap later on, I think. What is this? Oh, it's a slug, okay. What else do I want to do here? I think there's much I can do. Sector scanner can scan the entire sector of the ship, remain stationary for some time, requires an empty beacon at a time. Oh, interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind if I ever see it again. Okay, let's move forward. Stress beacon right over here. Why not? A small civilian ship flies over as soon as you arrive. You're prepared to fight, but they just informed you that they're out of FTL fuel and can't jump. I just got fuel, dude. Aw, man. I'm gonna have to apologize, wish you luck, and continue on. Excuse me. We understand. Please send help our way to meet anyone trustworthy. I'll do that. A message broadcast from a nearby planet announces the presence of an ancient Zoltan monastery available for visiting. Likely just a tourist trap, but still too bad you don't have the time to take to. You don't have the time to visit. I'll socialize with my crew, and maybe I'll speak with my Mantis crew member. The Mantis explains that slavery and the dependency on weak aliens was one of the reasons for it to lead the swarms. Now it has doubts that the Federation was the stronger alliance to choose. What should you make of this? That's a very good question, and I'm not sure there's any good answer to it there. Alright, let's move forward. The Mantis outcasts sometimes make the mistake of taking the Zoltan for easy game. A scout moves in to attack while a boarding party tries to move board from a nearby transport. Oh, perfect. Intruders. You hear the telltale signs of a teleporter. Intruders on deck. Oh, God. How many is that? 1, 2, 3 of them? Right. Okay, I don't have enough power in my mind control bay. Wait. What if I... Yes! That'll do for now. Yeah, venting the atmosphere. That's another thing that I was gonna do. I'll keep my engine at that. Wow. Holy crap! Now there's 5 of them. Okay, that's a problem. Yeah, let's vent this ship. You know what? There we go. Move you guys in there. Move my rock crewman in there too. I think that should be okay. I think. That's pretty scary weapons there. How about look out your weapons first? Got the shoes running good. I may or may not be bouncing in my chair due to the awesome soundtrack of this game. Can you stop boarding my ship? It's quite annoying. And my engine is not in combat. Aw, crap. Let me take you out of there, actually. The fighting maneuvers bring your ships close to a small asteroid. Your opponent is unwilling to avoid it. Instead, the ship changes course and heads right towards the rocks. They are trying to lose you in the hazard zone. Go after them and let them escape. I'm gonna let them escape for now. The ship disappears into the field. Maybe they will get crushed by the asteroids, but they had to assume they know the terrain and won't let to harass the vessels. The weapons officer powers down the desert and returned to the Yeah, I already regret it. I could have used the scrap. That's okay. Get there another time, I guess. Let's see, you're an NG and you're an NG too. Once you're patched up, I'll have you fix that breach. Heal up my rock. Okay, good. There we go. Heal you too. Alright, everybody back to your posts. Yep. There's a store right there, but I can't really do much with it, so let's move on. You arrive at a Zoltan research facility. They say they are researching genetic distortion due to stasis fleet and prolonged FTL travel. Will you participate in their study? I got 22 scrap. Okay, I'll take it. Let's go here. You receive a hail from a small station. As a result of jumping here, you have invaded the domain of warrior monk Sandra Zen the Sublime. You activate your weapons to submit to her authority. The station isn't seen that big. A fast crew vote results in a decision to fight. This enemy seems to be equipped with a combat augment. A teleporter disruption field envelops the ship. This will make it targeting with teleporters more difficult. I'm not too worried about that. That wasn't very nice. I'm not too worried about the door control system right now. Not yet, anyway. Oh, you son of a gun. Stop. Oh, there goes my artillery beam. That's nice. Stop mind controlling it. Thank you. The Zoltan Captain hails him. There's something about the Border Patrol Force catching up with you someday. You're more interested in his offer of surrender. Yes, I am. I'll take the scrap. I must say I'm quite glad to have an NG crew member on board. Ooh, before we go. Bucking Zoltan indeed. I think I can transfer some of my medbay power over to boost my shields for the time being. I'm gonna need some fuel in a moment though. Another Zoltan outpost is harassed by some pirate ships which are about to retreat. The station must have mistaken you for reinforcements and starts targeting you. One would think the Zoltan commander would be open to reason. This one definitely isn't. Okay. Okay. Now you're just being annoying. I can see why, Phantom. I can see why. Couldn't mind control anybody. I need to upgrade my sensors at some point. I'll get on that. What do you think? Nice, that did a bit of damage. You have bested us. If only your species' efforts will put to use to improve the galaxy rather than the military. 7 missiles, 1 drone part, and 6 scrap. That's it. That would be a good offer, but I don't have a missile weapon, so I'm gonna have to say no to that. Sorry. The station's generator core detonates, tearing the structure apart. You gather what you can from the wave of scrap that is sent flying fast in all directions. There are 3 fuel, 1 drone part, and 33 scrap. Good, the fuel is what I needed more anyway. I go next. I'm gonna have to go into this nebula at some point, aren't I? Okay, well... Let me see if I can squeeze one more, run out of this, so let's jump. Oh god, the super shields are kicking ass. Oh my god. But they are nice to have on your own side, though, when you do have the ability to control for yourself. You pick up the last broadcast from Rushring Zoltan Crater. The Mantis, they're here, please! You're interrupted by fire on the port valve. Ah, how did I know that was coming? Prevent the hold! Action! Attack each other! Let's see if we can make sure that they don't get away. Yes, it does have the advanced edition as well, so yeah, so it's the advanced edition has been enabled, and I'm also playing with a mod called Captain's Edition. Captain's Edition takes advanced edition and makes it go even further than what is included in the base game. And it's really good. It expands on the lore of the FTL universe and everything too. So, It also allows you to make more decisions if you wanted to. Scans indicate that the enemy's reactor has been breached and is only stabilized with a secondary containment field. The cracked rabbit has loosened power. Alright. And down again. The middle work of the Mantis ship is engulfed in a bright explosion, bringing their attack to a conclusion. You collect what remains of their ship and move on. Though 2 fuel, 2 missiles, 31 scrap. Nice. Let me do that real quick. Ooh, excuse me. Actually, I think I'll upgrade the reactor by 1 more. And I'll also upgrade my piloting, my engine system. It's okay, Phantom. I die on the first stage of the flagship. Just about every single time I've gone up against the flagship, I have died on the first stage, so... Alright, this drone isn't looking for you. Perhaps it's scouting ahead for the Rebel expansion, or maybe they're seeking to use this stem to go for cover. Regardless, it identifies you as hostile. Yay! You know, I did actually watch an FTL run where someone actually managed to beat the flagship without using any hull damage weapons, like no lasers, just ion weapons and boarding. That's how they were able to beat it. It took them about a half of an hour, but it was well worth the watch. Whoa, what the hell? Holy crap, that can just teleported 3 bombs onto our ship. FTL levels around the enemy suddenly increase tremendously as the FTL core starts to overload. Okay, so if that thing gets away, I'm screwed. Let's see if we can stop that from happening. Your shots pierce through the enemy craft, spilling trails of molten metal into open space. The enemy is taking heavy damage. I would hope so, we can move on. Another automated ship is sent to the scrapyard as it breaks apart. You salvage what looks usable from its remains before pressing onwards. 1 missile, 1 drone, 35 scrap. Not bad, not a bad trade-off. Alright, let's see if I can get things fixed up before we move forward here. You two fix that thing. You fix this. Alrighty. The ropes, you're actually hurting a little bit there, my dude. Let's see if I can fix you up. I'll upgrade my engines. I can't upgrade my reactor, though. That's okay, though. That'll happen next. There's the exit. Let's go. This long-range relay is almost hidden within the nebula. You can travel to the next sector from here. Alright, let's get moving. The borders of Wallace. Phrasing error. Okay. Let's go to the phrasing error, I guess. The crew is glad that you made it out of the sector. You consider how much fuel to spend during the FTL during the long range. Improved engines. Spend additional fuel in order to travel at full speed to the next sector. Travel at standard FTL speed or only use emergency fuel. I'm gonna go with emergency fuel on this one because I'm getting pretty low. You have yet to get the cruiser? Really? Okay. There's a quest where you have to fight, what is it? It's an incomplete version of the flagship. If you manage to beat that, that should help you get the Federation cruiser there, so... Spoiler alert, by the way. I think helping out the NG gives you that quest, so do keep that in mind. Okay, you are running on fumes, trying to get as much as possible out of the fuel you fed into the reactor of the long-range relay. It is barely enough to keep you in hyperspace, but you eventually make it to the next sector. You've arrived in NG space, so the rebel fleet will sweep over the sector, and it's unlikely that the robotic life forms will put up much of a fight. I socialize with my crew. Let's see. Human crew, NG crew. Let me speak with my NG crew member. The NG crew member has some kind of mechanical disease. Translation failure present. Infection risk for your species 2.45%. Caution advised. Aw. I entered this room and I completely forgot to open it up again. Oops. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I can go. What appeared to be a single damaged ship is in fact two ships that have smashed into each other. There's a flurry of comm signals and damage, and it's hard to determine what occurred. The vessels appear to be NG. They look locked together by the impact and can't free themselves. Oh, the NG theme is really good. I could help the damaged ships by prying them apart, ignore the damaged vessels. I'm gonna have my NG crew member tell me what's going on. Your NG crew member refuses. In a halting use of adjectives and nouns followed by some animated holographic aids, the NG explains that ships are using each other to loosely translated achieve a union. For some reason, this consolidation of ship matter sounds embarrassing and personal. Oh my god, I forgot this quest existed. You elect to lead the two NG ships to their business. After questioning your NG crew member, however, you do manage to salvage what scrap parts you can from the perimeter, even though you feel slightly dirty from doing so. 1 fuel, 1 drone, 25 scrap, and a drone destroyer turret. That's, okay. Let's see, what's this do? Simple turret that blasts enemy combat drones with 4 missiles, most effective against fast drones and reloads in 16 seconds. Nice, okay. Okay. Let's see. Right, I said I was gonna upgrade my reactors, so we'll do that. That towards my engines. Oh, holy crap, the fleet's on top of us. Let's get a small platform orbits near the station. It looks like a fueling station of some sort, and is cheerily broadcasting reasonable prices in a spectrum of frequencies and languages. This quest usually goes south for me, so I'm gonna ignore the refueling platform. As much as I didn't want to. As you arrive, some scattered metal pieces bounce against your shields. In the distance, you see a huge fleet of debris at the edge of an even bigger asteroid belt. A few NG miners are on patrol. You hail them and are informed that this is an NG scrapyard. I could manually search the debris field for usable equipment, or it might be dangerous. I'm gonna see if I can search the debris field. You search through an area of the field apparently reserved for scrap drones and salvage a few parts. Nice! Okay, let me upgrade my reactor a little bit. Distress signal. I've only got 1 fuel left. Once you arrive at the location of the distress call, a small cargo ship hails you. Shiny, glad you are not another pirate. We were ambushed by some outlaws and our shield power couplers were damaged beyond repair. We have energy but can't get our shield stabilized properly. If it comes to another fight, they will be totally defenseless this way. I could offer to escort them home to port, ignore their problem and move on, or I could seize their cargo. I don't want to seize their cargo because that could affect my crew morale, so I'll offer to escort them home. Added a quest marker to our map. Okay. Provided I can get to it. Oh crap, I don't think I can get to it. Certainly not now. I don't have any fuel left. You find a rebel automated scout floating near the beacon. Despite its pristine condition, it appears to be deactivated. Let me see if I can download the ship's data stores. You are able to pull all the ship's data out about this sector. Your map has been updated. Oh, right, I got some fuel out of that. That's good. Okay, I think I'll upgrade my sensors. This way I'll be able to start mind controlling enemies. Ooh, this is gonna be tight. I don't think I'll be able to help out the NG ship there. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to leave you to your fleet. The readings were right. A long-range jump relay is located at this beacon. It lies almost abandoned and you wonder who constructed it in the first place. Despite the barren area, a trader has set up shop at this beacon. He presents an offer. 4 fuel for 2 missiles. Yes, I will take that. Slamam Rock Prime or Mantis Invasion Fleet Pugzak. Ooh, rocks or Mantis? I'm gonna go with I'm gonna have to go with the Mantis. The strong jump field of the long-range relay envelopes your ship and catapults them into hyperspace. I'll travel at standard fuel. Jump speed is maintained with the usual amount of fuel suggested by the Federation Handbook. You've entered a recently established Mantis Hive cluster. Some civilian settlements remain, but most of the sentient individuals that lived here have been murdered or made their way out of the sector. Yeah, rocks are assholes. Though I do kind of wish I had a pet rock at some point in my life. No, I'm kidding. So let's see. Socialize with my crew. Consider some upgrades or have my crew train in their skills in a simulation. You know what? I'm gonna try this. I'll simulate heavy damage of ship systems to train my crew's repair skills. This device can cause randomized malfunctions by reconfiguring and overloading ship systems. This will realistically simulate a scenario in which the ship has suffered considerable weapon damage without compromising its structural integrity. Warning: system damage might put your ship and crew in real danger. Continue. Yes. Commencing real-life damage simulation. Disabling security protocols. Disengaging power coupler locks. Overloading circuits. Welcome to maintenance scenario 122, Meltdown in Industrial Zone, RAS PT-74. You were one of the first vessels responding to the distress calls immediately after the RAS PT-74 disaster. Your crew has boarded a badly damaged freighter craft and is tasked with restoring it to working condition so that it can evacuate nearby workers. So yeah, this doesn't do any damage to my ship. I just had to fix things up a little bit. Alright, let's move forward. We only got 2 fuel left. I wonder if I'll get another lucky break. At this point, you almost expect to fight with the Mantis, but this beacon appears to be entirely devoid of other ships. You take the time to catch your breath and double check the systems. I'll socialize with my crew a bit. Let me converse with my Mantis crew member. The Mantis claims it has killed several dozens of humans before joining the Federation. It wants to know how this makes you feel. It makes me feel uneasy, my dude. Alright, let's go forward. The AI of a nearby rebel satellite turret immediately identifies you as a threat and engages. Oh, good. We're under attack. Too bad this guy isn't a drone and doesn't have any crew that I can take over. Whoa, you son of a gun. Okay, that'll be helpful. Okay, so that light scatter laser can't pierce through their shields. Good to know. Switch targets. There we go. There we go. Simulations show a high chance of terminal failure for the station. Be advised that Rebel Tech will never get to the enemy. FTL overload activated. The AI is going to blow itself up. Oh no, whatever will I do? There we go. As the satellite explodes violently, you receive a stored message. Syntax error. You collect some scrap. 2 missiles, 1 drone part, and 25 scrap. Okay, not bad. I'll take it. Store. Yes. Thank you. Upon arriving at the beacon, you're hailed by a well-spoken mantis. Hail, traveler, these are dangerous times. Perhaps you find yourself in need of our services. He appears to be a traitor. Teleporter tech is easily available in Mantis territory, and you are not surprised to discover that this trader has access to a state-of-the-art cargo teleporter. I'll sell the Zotan Leobo Codex for about 40 scrap. That's pretty good. After some haggling, you reach an agreement. You prepare to teleport the cargo to the shop in order to receive the rest of your payment. Oh, I only got 33 scrap for that. Oh, okay. Well, still, that's better than what I had. There we go. FTL fuel recycler creates small amounts of FTL fuel by recycling spent fuel cells. Requires an empty beacon production augment. Okay. Improved internal AI. What does this do? Internal drones have their movement speed increased by 100%. Wow! All your drones can remain active even when drone communication is scrambled. That's good. I don't have a drone ship, but that's still pretty good if you had like an NG cruiser going for you. Advanced targeting computer. Lowers weapon cooldown by 10% and protects your weapon's targeting from being scrambled. Not terrible. I could get rid of this destroyer drone though. Not gonna use that, I don't think. Drone control, improved teleporter, and cloaking. Oof. 150 scrap though. I don't think I'll be able to afford that. I think I will get the FTL fuel recycler though, because I've been having a lot of trouble with fuel in this round. So not much else worth getting here, I don't think. The drone control is too expensive for me to buy at any rate, so yeah, I think that'll do for now. Oh, let me fix up my ship a little bit. There we go. Alright, let's move forward. And by forward, I mean down. Scanners are showing intelligent life forms on a nearby planet. No match for them can be found in the database. Let's investigate. Sorry, I have to caffeinate a little bit. You land a small shuttle in an enormous field whose only occupants are small, brightly colored, six-legged, horse-like animals. Could they be what your scans picked up? Think so. Let's try to communicate peacefully. You try to communicate in every possible way you can, but they just stand there, silently judging you with their large, expressionless eyes. You prepare to leave. Aww. Oh, okay. Not a store here, but there's nothing I can really get there, so... Let's move forward. You spot a mantis ship hunting in the distance. Let's see if I can help the civilian ship. You frown, powering up the weapons and preparing to engage the mantis ship. Not today. They got boarders coming in. Let me see if I can even the odds a bit. Re-landing, okay. Okay. Now, read your shields, I think. Now that I have that going, let's spend the cemetery. Wait, why isn't my remote control system working? Oh, because he's mind controlled, okay. Okay, so the mind control will act as if I mind control this intruder, then the game will act like it'll be a friendly. That's good to know. Okay. I don't really use the mind control system that much, but I'm glad that I picked it up though. Let's see. I don't know what to do with you. Maybe I'll target your weapons. Oof, that was close. Well, there goes one of the crew. Alright. The enemy craft seems to have had some additional passengers in there. Escape pods are distant from the craft and tumble far away into open space. The enemy starts to abandon ship. And well, you should, my dear. Oh, you son of a gun. No more life signs detected on the pirate ship, so you hasten to contact the civilian ship. So I got 3 fuel, 2 missiles, and 51 scrap. That's a good payoff. Apparently, the ship that was being assaulted was a science vessel. They thank you for saving them and offer a small reward. So 3 fuel, 1 drone, and 52 scrap. Wow, I got 100 in scrap out of that. That's awesome. And maybe 1 missile impact, but that's okay. Ink. Well, if I upgrade that all the way, I could get the artillery beam will charge only up to. It'll only need half the time to charge. Keep that in mind. Maybe I should upgrade my shields. The more longevity I have in a fight, the better, I think. Station adorned with ceremonial and functional weapons guards this planet and opens fire. This will not be easy. Of course, why would it be easy? This thing looks pretty scary too. Maybe this can help. Ah, you son of a gun. Alright, That's gonna be close. Alright. Okay, so there's two enemies in here. Ah, crap, my artillery beam's out. Alright, let me fix up the oxygen. And I'll have my energy crew member fix up the artillery beam. Ah, crap, seriously? Did you have to breach it? Alright, let me get you to the med bay. Go, go, go. Oof. This is not looking good. I need to get the shields down. Let's turn the oxygen back on. See how you like fighting your own men. Okay, seriously. Will you stop hitting the oxygen? They're almost dead. There we go. There are no more life signs remaining on the station. You strip it of useful materials. So 2 fuel, 2 missiles, and 67 scrap. Oh, that was a rough one. Okay, at least everybody's mostly okay. Let's see. Alright, I'll have you two fix up that section. I'll have my energy crew member fix this breach if we can. Or she, or it. Whatever it identifies as. Okay, that breach is fixed. Let's heal up before we move forward. Get over there too, there, Mr. Rock Dude. Here, let me see if I can upgrade my ship a little bit more. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's move forward. I think I can squeeze in maybe 1 or 2 more jumps before having to absolutely get out of here. I got the fuel for it now, so that's nice. You arrive just in time to see an unusually well-armed entry ship destroying a small pirate craft. A teleporter signal is detected. Intruder on deck. Uh-oh. A young mantis in a charred uniform has teleported onto the deck. You beg for sanctuary for the Engie and offers to serve in exchange for your protection. The Engie have already traced the teleport signal and are offering a deal in exchange for the prisoner. Oh, tough call. I'm gonna agree to offer the mantis in exchange for a bounty. The pursuing ship responds with a completely unintelligible message. The young mantis drifts to attention and assumes a battle stance with a trap. Oh, perfect. That's what I wanted. Thankfully, he landed in a pretty isolated area of the ship. And also, thankfully, these guys don't have a crew teleport, but they do have a lot of drones, though. That scares me a little bit. Nobody in the drone control that I can control, so maybe I'll go for the pilot. Nice. That was a good shot. Crap, Tiller beams out. See if I can get my NG crew member to fix that up. And I got fires going on here. Which that goes. Okay. Nice. So with the crew dead, you're able to take the fuel out of storage, and you also get all the scrap you can manage. So 3 fuel, 66 scrap. Nice. That's good. Whew. I think I'll need to get some repairs going soon, though. Let's see. I think I will upgrade my artillery beam a little bit, though. I think I can manage one more jump. No, I think I can do 2, but I'm not going to go to the distress signal. A mantis vessel flashes past your view screen, weapons and engines at full. A tiny whip on the sensor readout marks its quarry. Let me see if I can help out the civilian ship. You frown, powering up the weapons and prepare to engage the mantis ship. Not today. This might have been a problem. This might have been a mistake. I'm already regretting it. Let me target. Let me mind control one of these guys. Ah, crap. Okay. You get out of there. Alright. Oh, they got a clone bay. Crap, I didn't even realize that. Nice, there goes your engine crewman. come on, before he clones himself. There we go. Your fire tears away a huge section of the enemy plane. Good hit. Nice. Oh wait. Nice. They had a clone bay and I was still able to take out their crew. That's awesome. Alright. No more life signs on the pirate ship. You hasten to contact civilian ship. So 1 fuel, 1 drone, and 55 scrap. Nice. The civilian ship wisely made a fast retreat while you distracted the hostile ship. Okay. Well, at least we were a hero, even if only for a few seconds. Okay. You should heal up, my dude. Okay, that should do it. Okay, go with that. The artillery beam is the main weapon on the ship, so... Oh, that could be kind of close. Could I make one more jump? Oh. No, I don't want to risk it. Several stations were guarding this long-range relay, but they have been devastated by the fleet bombardment. Moldering debris bumps against their shields. The main installation only survived the battle. An advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. Sensors indicate a storage vessel for military goods. Let's see if we can get them. Move it in. Oh crap, maybe I made a mistake. See if I can get their weapons before anything else. Oh, they launched a mine. That's strange. light scatter laser won't do any good against those things, because that thing only targets crew and systems, I think. The ship's hull creaks under the stress of the combat maneuvers. You hope the ship can take it. Yes, I do. Ah. 57 scrap, nice. The station is a storage site for various resources. You salvage everything possible, so 2 fuel, 4 missiles, and 24 extra scrap. That's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, let's go to the next sector. 01110101 or mess cart DMs. I'm gonna go to 01110101. Because it reminds you of that Star Trek episode by the same name. Actually, I'm not sure if that is the same name. The strong jump field of the long-range relay envelops your ship and catapults it into hyperspace. Let's try this improved engines. Because we do have the fuel, so... Affirmative, Captain. Disregarding fuel economization directives, reactor output at 110%, we can't push it much forward without risking engine degradation. Fleet delayed by 1 jump. NG space. Let me produce something on board the ship. FTL fuel recycle some FTL fuel cells. Let's do that. Oh, so I didn't even lose that much fuel at all. So, your crew refills a few FTL capsules with recycled fuel from spent FTL cells while you wait. Nice. Oh, there's a store right here, thank goodness. A few hundred drones form around this NG hive and load containers with machinery and electronic equipment into cargo ships. No one notices you at first, but after you hail repeatedly, some NG offer to trade. Let's just check the available ship equipment. 66 scrap to fix everything up. Oh my god. Oof. Anti-ship battery. Autonomous AI-controlled weapon platform that provides fire support? Interesting. Huh. Yeah, repairs for sure. I was definitely going to do that, but I hadn't seen that before because this is new to the Captain's Edition mod, so I wanted to take a look at that real quick. But yeah, definitely repairs. Scrambles at the FTL computers. Just stuff to keep in mind. Cockatrice missile launcher. Innovative missile design allows retrieve projectiles with a cost of 1. Huh. Interesting. Stuff to keep an eye on, I guess. But okay, let's move forward. You receive a distress call from a nearby NG ship and since it's requested, danger present, immediate imminent destruction. Let's see if we can help them out. Mantis ship assaults a small NG space station. Let's continue. Just one guy? Okay. Whoa! Oh, that was nice. No more life signs detected on the Mantis ship. You hasten to contact the NG. 77 scrap now, nice. The station hails you. Gratitude. Expected probability of defeat without assistance, 86.2%. Request suitable reward. I can request fuel, a weapon, a drone, or what's this? Threat unresolved. Current mission imperative protocol 5.2.34. They respond. Understood. Reestablishment of Federation highest import transmitting hidden base coordinates repairing hull and attaching a ship to ship coordinates. Added a quest marker to my map. Phase Ion Blast Mark II. What is this? This looks badass. 35 scrap and 10 hull plugs repaired too. That's really good. Wow. And that mine just pretty much wasted it. Well. Go to the store and get everything started real quick. Ooh, my engine crew members are taking a meeting. A message arrives. Your scrap, ours. Our weapons for you. You're about to raise the shields when you realize it's just an Indonesian trader looking for a trade. What does this do? Phase Ion Blast. This weapon's ion projectiles phase through shields, ionizing them as well as any system they hit afterwards. Wow, that's good! Requires only 2 power. 12-second charge time. 1 shot per charge. Shield piercing 5. Stun chance. Ion damage. Fascinating. Maybe I'll keep it. Hull repair kit. Enables en route ship maintenance and hull repairs. Requires an beacon. Battery charger. Backup battery's lock time is halved. I don't really use the backup battery that often. I probably should more, but not for this run, I don't think. Basic laser. Simple military laser. Shots per charge 1. Nah. Me. Let me upgrade my reactor. Power up my artillery beam. Then maybe at a later time I can upgrade my weapons a bit more. that's gonna cost 50 scrap in the next one. Great. Okay. Well, let's move. You arrive at a smoldering NG research station. Its distress call unanswered, attacked by pirates or mantis most likely. There may be someone left alive or something else of value left on board. Let's use our improved sensors and run another scan on that. Scans reveal the station's reactor is overloading. Not only that, but an injured NG and a functioning drone schematic are still on board. There's no time to both. Let's save the NG. Your away team heads straight for the NG and returns with time to spare. Put some distance from the station before it blows, and the entity is so impressed by your crew that they volunteer to join you. So I got 32 scrap, and Manuel. He's pretty good at fighting. Interesting. Okay. Let me heal you up. I don't know where to put you, so maybe I'll put you on sensors for right now, at least. How are you? Okay. You know what? I'll trade space. I'll have you two trade spaces. So you'll go on sensors, and Manuel here will go on security detail. I think that should do it. We want scrap. Upgrade my weapons. I can. Good. Okay, let's go this way. A civilian NG ship recharges its FTL at this beacon. They hail you. Caution advised: while piracy event growth in this sector during last standard year, 187.34% arrival of luck concept to you hoped for by this NG. Ignore the ship or seize their cargo. I'm gonna ignore the ship. The ship remains at the beacon until you eventually jump away. Not much I can really do there anyway. There's a distress beacon over here somewhere. A distress signal originates from a small NG station under attack by a mantis cruise ship. The transporter is badly damaged and jumps away as soon as it registers your arrival. Unfortunately, the mantis seems to have completed their boarding operation. The station starts firing at you, hinting that they are already in control of your weapons. Well, let's do what we can. Maybe I'll turn this way. Yeah, I think the best. Suddenly, you'll never go betrayed. The station's structural integrity fails and it decompresses and breaks apart. Reactor leaks emit some of the highest radiation spikes you've ever seen. It is unclear how many NGs survived the battle with Mantis. They definitely didn't survive this. You collect some scrap and hasten to get out of here. 1 fuel, 1 missile, 54 scrap. Right. See if I can upgrade my weapons. Okay, I need 10 more scrap this time. Forgot about those engines though. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Nice. ship without life forms within a nearby dense asteroid field is giving off a distress call. Shall we investigate? It could be dangerous. Let's search for the ship. A crystal ship? Holy crap, I've never encountered a crystal ship before. Okay, you find the decaying remains of some kind of ship coated with ice or crystal. You send some crew aboard to explore. Nearly everything is either destroyed or unidentifiable, but one of the weapons that appears salvageable, and there's a strange stasis pod that catches your eye. Let me see if I can take the stasis chamber. Your crew drags the pod back to your ship before the asteroid smashes into it, shattering through the crystal coating and destroying the ship. The pod appears to be functioning, but you see nothing but shards of crystal inside. Perhaps someone else will know how to open it. Huh. Yeah, I know this quest too, but I've never ever gotten the crystal ship before. Ever. I've tried numerous times, but I've never gotten the ability to get it, which really kind of stinks. Well, I have enough to upgrade weapon control. That's good. Not enough to upgrade my reactor yet, but that's okay. We can... Quest destination. Alright, let's do this. You search near the coordinates given to you, but your search yields no results. Perhaps they were mistaken. Let's run a second sensor second scan past. Your advanced sensors pick up faint signatures of what appear to be a storage space hidden under the rock. You find the access point and discover a supply cache whose Federation signal emitter has malfunctioned. So 3 fuel, 1 drone part, 60 scrap. That's good. I'll take it. Now I can use this phase ion weapon. That looks interesting. Could do another jump. Why not? This was the site of a recent battle, either a show of Mantis force or the NG here weren't disposed to go peacefully. Pick through the pieces. 2 fuel, 1 missile, 55 scrap, not bad. I'm gonna try upgrading my mind control system here. There's a store up there, but I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to visit it. Alright, let's move back. Back towards the exit. After some extensive scanning, you find an antique long-range jump node in the system. Miraculously, the installation is still powered and functional. Gotta captivate real quick. Second. There's a black market hub here. You receive a message. These are dangerous times. If you have extra military-grade explosives, we will likely pay you for it. I don't have any missile weapons, so I'm gonna sell 50 missiles for 45 scrap. Thank you, this will help greatly. I would hope so. Okay, I'll hold off for now. Rebel Zone LP5 or the closed perimeter? I'm gonna go with the Rebel Zone LP5. Oh god, of course I'm in a nebula. I'll travel at speed, I guess. The long-range jumps come at a price. Additional fuel is needed to maintain the average travel speed. Once the Federation forces were scattered, the rebels came down here hard on the locals here. Between the tax collectors and military bases, the rebel presence in the sector seems high. Let me see if I can recycle some fuel. The recycler device removes fuel residue from spent fuel cells and refills some empty capsules with it. It's not much, but it will last a few jumps. It's not one. Not as Randall used to say. That's pretty accurate, actually. Let's go this way. You spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. It does not Marks seem to want to engage with your ship. You can demand to surrender their goods or avoid them. Oh! Small. Alright, let me demand to surrender their goods. Oh, they got 2 drones over there. Oh, they're anti-personnel. Okay, so nothing to extract. Mind control pilot. Oh, they got a Vulcan cannon. Oh crap, I gotta disable this thing right away. What's this phase ion weapon do? Nice. They're trying to escape. Not on my watch. Suddenly, electricity arcs out of your console. Isolate this comfort and reroute my command to another station. Let me see if I can take this guy out without destroying his ship. Nice! With the crew dead, you search the ship. You find military-grade weaponry and take what looks most useful. So 67 scrap and a firebomb Mark 1. Interesting. Teleporting bomb. Why not? Can't really see how much power this requires. Oh, it only needs 1, that's good. Okay. Alright, let's move forward. A rebel station orbits the nearby planet. An officer is put on the comms. I was just informed who you are. I can only assume you came in to turn yourself in, right? The station increases weapon readiness, but it isn't firing yet. I could power up the weapons, I could surrender, or I could have my Mantis crew member pretend that I want to parley and have my Mantis ambush the rebel negotiators to facilitate escape. That's interesting. Let me get this a try. The rebels agree to send an unarmed negotiator. When their shuttle docks, you aren't surprised that 4 fully suited up rebel marines exit instead. They calmly walk up towards you. Suddenly, your Mantis crew member bursts out of a nearby cargo crate. I now have the reason the Rockmen are assholes. Yes, I do. With the element of surprise on its side, the Mantis slices the boarders to pieces before they can even reach for their comms. The whole operation gave you enough time to recharge your FTL drive and the rebel station isn't reacting. This is your chance to escape. Yes, it is, and I will take it. You see a civilian space station with heavy damage. You receive a message. We've been hit hard by the war. We need more drone parts to expend our repairs. We'll buy some from you if you have the scrap. I'll sell 12 drones. Thank you for your business. 48 scrap. Nice. Alright, I maxed out my reactor. Now I got a teleporting bomb weapon. That's pretty cool. Another unmanned ship patrols the area. Prepare the ship for combat. The enemy seems to be equipped with combat augment. Detective jamming signal capable of disrupting communication links with automated communication. Good to know. Oh, he's charging his weapons too. Wow, close. That's a Star Trek reference. What do I target first? I'm gonna go for your... No, I'll go for your weapons first, because those look pretty scary. And what do you know? They are scary. Oh, you son of a gun! Suddenly, electricity arcs out of your console. Isolate this coupler and reroute my command to another station. Nice. Okay, that'll do it. I'm not too worried about that cloaking system, to be honest. There we go. One more, the masses of automated rebels is shot down, its corpse scattering useful scrap materials before you recover you. So 3 fuel, 1 drone, and 62 scrap. Nice, I will take that. I think I'll upgrade my piloting system and my center. Yeah, that'll do. Ah, crap, I should have saved it for the fuel. You know what? That's okay, though. Well, I'm sure I'll get more. You arrive to find a ship floating among some debris. Hello, our impulse drives are shot and we can't jump. Can you give us some fuel? FTL fuel recyclers squeeze some fuel out of their spent FTL capsules. You recycle FTL residue from their empty fuel cells and refill a few capsules. Wow, that device is super practical. That should be enough space for the next station. Thank you. Here, have this extra scrap as payment. 74 scrap, that's good. And yes, I was definitely listening that. Alright. Discover a resupply station used by rebels and civilians alike. You translate your station to identification, and once they don't seem to recognize your ship. You try to assume the air, but also must repair it. I could buy some Federation contraband, but that should do it. Clone bay. Should I get the clone bay or should I keep the medical bay? Tough decision. I don't know. Sometimes the medical bay does have its benefits, but the clone bay also has its benefits. It's a tough call. I don't know what to do here. Med bay is better. You know what? I think you're right. Okay, I'll stick with the med bay. I think I'll max out my mind control system. I do have the scrap for it, so. Yeah, that's true. You can't fight while you're healing in the clone bay. Alright, so this distress signal is coming from the heavily guarded mining platform. An unhappy employee has sabotaged the drone control. Industrial beam drones run amok and attack the installation. Their station shields home, but the mining company can't manage to regain control of their drones. Try to pick the drones off with my weapons, attempt to detonate some munitions to destroy the drones, or I could have my NG crew member fix their control system. A versatile NG crew member regains control of the drones with ease. They return to the hangar completely intact, and the mining boss offers a generous reward. 1 fuel, 1 missile, 62 scrap. He does need healing. Good catch, thank you. Alright, let me fix him up and then we'll move forward. Alrighty. I think I can do maybe 1 or 2 more jumps before the rebel fleet gets onto us. Ah, of course, I'm near a pulsar. God damn. A rebel captain appears on the screen. I thought we had been doomed to backwater assignments. This is my chance to get back to the commander's good graces. Charge the weapons. Oh, he's got a clone bay too, so he's not afraid of sending his crew out. Alright, I don't want to deal with you. Maybe I'll have my rock crewman and my commanders engage you. They are in the med bay after all. maybe I'll just mind control the shield back. Oof, holy crap, those weapons. Let me see if I can hit them with the phase on. Okay, ooh! Holy crap, that did not sound good. Don't forget about my bombs. Right. The enemy ship crew is powering up its FTL and is trying to escape. Yeah, of course I can use a couple bombs. Okay, yeah, let me see if I can do some. Alright, you win. Here's some equipment from our stores. Leave us alone. Nah. Another group of rebel officers meets their end by the hands of the prime target. The wreckage only further fueling your escape. So 2 fuel, 1 missile, 64 scrap. Nice. Let's get out of here. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Wait. You arrive to find yourself extremely close to a star. You receive a message from a pirate ship. Glad you arrived. Our ship is damaged. We're getting desperate. Maybe we don't mind if we take yours. I do mind, actually, you son of a gun. Hostiles are detected on board our ship. The signal strength indicates that they teleported some of their ship's equipment as well. You order your crew to fend off the boarders and seize their supplies. So 2 missiles, 1 drone, 39 scrap. Okay. At least I got a little something out of it. Okay. That was a lot less painless than I thought it would be. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. Sheesh, this is gonna be close. The local planetary economy is wealthy enough to maintain a long-range relay. Permission to jump is still granted for permits of the Federation. There are a number of privately owned construction platforms in the area. You find one of them has a slot open for some immediate work. Inquire about their specialty. Let's see this. Sensors in exchange for some scrap. Nah, I'm good there. Decline. I could upgrade my shields, but having an extra 2 of them need heals. Yeah, okay. There we go. I could upgrade my shields, but I could also upgrade my weapons, and that would give you a bit of extra room to play around with, so if in case the weapon bay gets hit. Decisions. Engines. They could be sipping my oxygen, come to think of it. I think I'll go with upgrading my shields. If I can. Okay. That's about as long as good as I can get it, I think. Maybe I'll also upgrade my engines and all that too. And my blasters. I think we're about to face the final boss anyway, so... Yep, final battle. Achievement unlocked, no red shirts here. That's great. I guess that's because I haven't lost a single crew member. That was nice. You arrive at a disputed outpost close to the Federation base. Your access codes get you past initial security, and an officer sets up a direct feed to the Federation base's war room. Admiral Tony speaks first, saying, "What is the meaning of this? Who are you? Explain your mission." Your explanation is met with murmurs of cynicism and disbelief among the officers. General Terzel of the NG Brigade speaks up. Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology. Risk all or save none. Explain the weakness of the enemy fleet, the rebel flagship. Tully responds, "It's settled. The rebels will be here in a matter of moments. We will do what we can to hold off their warships, but you must succeed in destroying this flagship. Your current outpost can provide some repairs and fuel, and the other repair stations can provide aid as well. Good luck." So 2 hull points repair. I can socialize with my crew, consider some upgrades, have my crew go through a final training exercise. I think I will have them undergo one more repair simulation. It's pretty cool that they integrated this into the game. There we go. Sensors indicate that the rebels are setting up a forward jump beacon behind the nearby planet's moon. More importantly, a number of ships are passing by. Prepare for a fight. Okay. Oh, you look pretty scary, don't you? Fortunately, so do I. Guarantee me a shot, guys. Oh, right. For the weapons. Yeah, whatever you do, don't kill all the flagship crews. Yeah, that's I know that of the drone, the AI system controlling it. No more lifetimes of the remaining ship. Stripped of useful materials. So 2 fuel, 2 missiles, and 93 scrap. Nice. Okay, I'll put that towards my shields. For extra longevity. Ah, crap, oxygen system's out. Fix that up real quick. Yeah, the weapons. Definitely gotta focus on those. I think the bomb will help me there too, quite a bit. At least it'll kill the crew inside them, so. A trade station was abandoned nearby. Some Federation engineers repurposed their shipyard to perform military repairs to operate help fix your ship. 5 fuel, 4 missiles, 5 drones, and 22 scrap. Okay, not bad. Federation. Yeah, a rebel patrol boat hails. Ah, we found you. Surrender's not an option. Die, Federation scum. No thanks, how about you? I'll hold off on, mind control for now. Let me see if I can... You know what? I'll just mind control this time for a few moments. Okay, so you're in the door section. Oh, somebody leveled up. Alright, I'll have to get my Angie to sick bay before leaving this section. Ah, crap, bomb this. Okay, though. Nice. Ooh, that wasn't good. Oh! Right, I have weapons. I have weapons, I can use them. And I got mind control, so let me mind control this guy. The patrol crash crew is dead and the ship goes quiet. You send in the salvage crew and let them strip the ship of anything useful. One missile, one drone, and one scrap. Yeah, but at what cost? Christ, that was kind of a difficult fight there. And there it goes. Let me heal you guys up. Yep, I'm already on it. There we go. Yeah, why not? I'll upgrade my weapons up to maximum. Alright. Well, the flagship's coming in. I don't have time to get to another repair base, so let's do it. This is it, the Rebel flagship. If you were able to destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance to survive, returning back. Now for the real question, which one of these is a missile launcher? Ooh, they changed the design of the flagship somewhat in this, in the Captain's Edition. Okay, so 2 of the weapon systems they can repair, but the other 2 are still isolated. That's good to know. I control this guy here. You got my sensors. God's sakes. Alright, Fireball. Crap, it missed. Alright. Well, I took out some of their missiles. Not what I was hoping for, but it was nice. Come on, control this guy. Our pillar use doing some good damage on these two. Even if I'm not. Well, that takes care of one of those weapons. Good, 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 good. Wow, the flagship's almost down. Holy crap. Oh, we did it! We got the first stage down. Just as you finally gain the upper hand, it finds a way to make an FTL jump. You've got to keep up the assault. Provided I survive. Oh my god. Let me see if I can get these guys to... Yep, repair up and then we'll heal up as well. Chased down the flagship and discovered it is heavily damaged from the previous fight. Scans indicate that it has redirected considerable power to its drones. Get ready for a fight. Should I divert more power from my engines to my shields? I don't know. Okay, there's nobody in this weapon control room, so if I destroy that... Decisions. Maybe if I take out this guy. Because there's nobody in this weapons room here. Oh, you son of a gun. And Wells good at combat, I believe. Yeah, let's see if they can... Please don't let my weapon get charged up here. I'll make a mistake what to do. Okay, that's their missile launcher. Alright. Alright, he's almost there. Get to the med bay, quickly. Uh-oh, that's not good. You get the med base now. Yeah, the beam is still active. Yeah, I think I'm done for at this point anyway. Yep, I think that's the end for me. Well, I did my best. I got pretty far. I got into the level 5 ship. That doesn't happen every run. Do what I can, but I don't think it's gonna be Yep, okay. Oh, that's the end of that one. That's the first I've ever gotten with this new Captain's Edition mod, though, so I don't feel too bad about that. I think if FTL, the original FTL, was programmed with a 10% win rate in mind, the Captain's Edition gives it a 1% win rate. So yeah, I don't feel too bad about this. It was a decent run. I think that I could have tightened it up a little bit better in some spots, but all right, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. It's been going on about 3 hours, so thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. If you guys like this stream, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/burningearthvfx. Help support the channel, help support future streams like this one, and we will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching, and happy Halloween.